Hey guys, it's Bree here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, nice to see you. Sorry that this is your first video that you're watching of me. But if you're not new here, thanks for continuing to support me. I really appreciate it. And if you were one of the people that voted yes on this video, thank you. No, so if you couldn't guess, this video is going to be a White Claw waisted makeup tutorial. I'm a lightweight, so it doesn't take much to get me buzzed, let alone intoxicated, so it won't be long. But I cheated and already did my eyebrows because I had them done for the day. This eye is a little bit stained from a quick look that I did for TikTok because I was bored earlier, and oh god. I'm gonna finish this one and then I'll be right back. Why am I doing this? Like, why? For what reason am I doing this? There's no reason. I have nothing else better to do. That's why. We're gonna see. I hate the fact that all my videos are so long because I don't think people want to watch 30-minute videos, but then you put me on this, oh, do a White Claw wasted trend. So now here I am. This is going to be another 30-minute video, and there's nothing that I can do about it because 62 of you people wanted this. So 1, done. 2. So let's get this show on the road. I'm going to start with my face. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with my face. As I said in my previous video, I don't have my foundation with me. The only thing I have is the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream. This stuff is awesome, love it, but it's not a full coverage kind of foundation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to add more concealer to my look to make it more full coverage. Because what I'm gonna do is add more concealer to my look to make it more full coverage. What I'm gonna do is add more concealer to my look to make it more full coverage, so that way it blends in with the makeup look that we're gonna do. Okay, take some. Let's go. So, I think that we're gonna get to the point where the base of my makeup is fine, but the eyes, I think I'll definitely be feeling it, and it just won't be fun. So, that's, we'll see when we get there. What do we think? Good? Okay. Even though for a BB cream, this stuff really helps to make a nice even skin tone. Like, I love it. It's amazing. I didn't think I was gonna like it. Oh my, that is way too much. And I can't. Whatever. Here we go. Oh. Oh, God. Why did I do that? It's like paint on my face. That was way too much foundation. I'm disgusted. You're just like, I'm like trying to take it from this side to the other side. She said sheer coverage, but I said full coverage. I'm just gonna drag it down here. We're gonna do that. Okay. All right, I need a drink. So I'm gonna open up a new concealer. Going in with the same one, the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. And fresh versus completely wiped clean. I'm just gonna take the old one and really try and get in here to get every last little bit out. You can see that it's like wiping on the sides and everything, so we're just gonna see. This is why you have to make sure that you really like get that in there, because you're not paying $50 for a concealer to throw it away when you get stuff in it. No bitch. And I also mentioned earlier that I'm going to be using a lot of concealer because this foundation is sheer, but then I actually ended half of the foundation on my beauty blender, so we're just going to go for full coverage here, okay? We're going to blend fast because I did this eye. Okay, set. Break. Dump the powder. Again, Too Faced Born This Way translucent powder. The best powder that there is. That I have tried anyway. I haven't tried them all. We're gonna set all the way down here. And on top of my eyelid as well. Beautiful. Amazing. Let's conceal the rest of our faces. I don't think I'm gonna get any more out of the old tube. Yeah, no, next to nothing, so neat. New tube. Okay, I kind of fixed it. Moral of the story, this is super duper sheer. It's a BB cream. But if you squeeze half the tube onto your beauty blender, it becomes a full coverage foundation. Amazing. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I can't believe that amount of foundation became that full coverage. Duh, you use half the tube. All right. I'm gonna move you on up here so y'all can get a better look at what I'm doing. We are going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. Beautiful. I personally love this palette. It's stunning. It is totally different from her first one. Has a lot more color, but you also got the neutrals over here, a little bit deeper tones, and then you have the cool tones over here. Love it. I played with these cool tones earlier. I did the peaches and the pinks and stained my eye, which is fine. I don't really care about that. Honestly, that just means that they're good shadows and that they're very pigmented. And they were super easy to blend too, so no complaints. But what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to work more so with these shades up here in this area with the browns and stuff, and just make a nice like classy look, something that like you wouldn't really do every day, but also something that's not like crazy, just because I want to give myself a little bit of a challenge, but I also don't want to go crazy with color because listen, I'm not about to sabotage myself here. So, got my brushes, and here we go. Kind of scared, not gonna lie. I'm gonna be taking the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH32 brush. This is the brush that I normally use to just get a base color on my eyelid. And I am going to be taking the color Perfectionist. Dip it in, tap off, and then go. Blend. Also, a key trick to blending to make it really like seamless and not harsh or defined is to just take the brush. I like to hold it this way down, not like up close like that, because then you're kind of like, you're straining your fingers, and then you're also just being too hard on like the pressure that you're putting on the brush. So you want to go a little bit to the back like this, like that much left, and then you want to take it and you just want to do circular motions, like small circular motions like that. Circular. Take a shot every time I say circular. I'm pretty confident in my blending techniques. I feel like even the hardest shadows, I can really sit there and work and actually get them blended out. So if you guys were interested in like a blending tutorial, leave that down in the comments below, and then I can see if I can get that working for you guys. I learned this technique from watching Nikki tutorials. I watched her blending. I don't remember what it's called because it was a while ago, but I think it was like blending 101 or something. I'm probably totally wrong. She did the little circles back and forth, and I just watched all her videos and I realized like, shit, that bitch can blend. So here I am. Do you see that? That nice like seamless look there? Amazing. The next color I'm gonna go in with is Comfort Zone. I'm gonna take this brush, put it to the side because I'm gonna use it later. I want more of a defined like darkness to this eye now. I want to start like deepening the color. So I'm going to be using the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH33 brush. So that was the 32, this is the 33. It's just that like nice tapered. It's just a bit skinnier. So that's what I'm going to do. Dip it in, tap off the excess, and then we're going to focus on the outer corner a little bit. Taking a little bit more, and I'm just gonna deep it a little tiny bit, very close to my waterline. The circular motions create a really nice like buffed out effect, as opposed to just like dragging the shadow back and forth like that. By using circular motions, you're really ensuring that like you're kind of dispersing the shadow evenly, and then you're really making sure that it just looks seamless as opposed to like harsh. I think I'm done with that color and that brush. Again, gonna lay it aside. And we're gonna go in with an even smaller blending brush. This is the one that I want, but it's blue. So we're just gonna wipe it until I don't see any more blue pigment anymore. Because that's how it is. That's just the way it is. Okay, so it's clean. This is a really nice tapered blending brush. It's very skinny and it has like a bunch of different length bristles. It's so old though. It's Morphe and it doesn't even have a name. It is just so old. But I love it. So we're gonna take the color Homebody and mix it with a little bit of thick skin because they're both kind of cool and warm. Dust off the excess. And then we're gonna really focus that just on the outer corner. Just right there. In that angled motion again, just to get that nice winged look. And up in the corner. I'm gonna take a bit more of Homebody and thick skin, dust it off. And I'm going to just focus that on the outer corner. A little bit of circular motion, but more so just dabbing the color into the lid. Really focusing that angle so we get that nice flick. Okay, so I kind of have the shape that I was going for. Now what I want to do is I want to take an even darker brown and I want to go on an even smaller brush. And I really want to work that depth in there and make it really pop. So I'm going to go on a pencil brush. This is the ColourPop E10 pencil brush. It's very small, barely tapered. And I'm going to focus it with G Money, which is Jaclyn Hill's nickname for George. I love that dog. I'm going to take it, I'm going to dust off the excess. And then I'm just going to focus that on the crease. Just in the crease. Just right there. Then I'm going to take a little bit more on the same brush, go out on the side, dab a little bit, tap, I'm sorry. Take a little bit more, point it on an angle, and just dab. I'm just gonna like do patting motions. Do you see how this creates like a nice like deepened crease though? Like it's very dark, very fun, but also natural at the same time. I can tell I'm starting to get drunk because my face is so flushed and it's so hot to the touch. Like, I don't know if you can see it because of the lighting, but I have blushed cheeks. And then we're gonna take the Jaclyn Hill JH33 brush, clean, and then just blend that outwards. So now that I have the depth that I want, I'm going to add a little tiny bit of black because we're bold here. We're feeling brave. We are invincible. 2 white claws in, that's all it took. We're invincible. Fixed. I used this brush earlier, so I'm gonna make sure that's clean, nothing coming off. And I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Crazy. I'm really just gonna focus this on the lower part of my outer corner and then just drag it in as low as I can in my crease, just to really deepen up that brown. We don't wanna add too much depth though, because we really wanna make sure that you're able to see the liner that we're gonna add and to smoke that out to make it dramatic. You're really gonna wanna use that circular motion to really take advantage of those blending skills, that it doesn't look so harsh. You can do it. Don't quit. Don't stop just because you're scared of dealing with a harder to blend shade. You can do it. That nice arch that we're trying to have, that nice wing. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna add a little bit more of Perfectionist just to blend those two together right out here on the wing. Okay, I'm 2 white claws in, 2. I'm gonna go get another. And we're just fixing up that little wig part. So I just deepened up the crease in the outer corner a little bit with more of Crazy. And then I'm just gonna drag that out into the wing. Amazing. So I'm on my 3rd white claw now. Definitely can feel it in my face. I have to pee again. So I'm gonna take a pee break and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna cut the crease. The key to getting a really nice application when you cut your crease is to dab and blend out your concealer. You don't want a super duper heavy, thick, like, what is the word? Base. You just want to have it really nicely blended out. Okay, so now that I have the crease cut, take a drink. And then you're gonna add color. So we're gonna take this brush, it's a flathead brush, it's the Jaclyn Hill 41, and we're gonna dip it into Get Ready With Me. We're gonna really saturate the brush. This works a lot better if you have a wet brush, but I don't have it, so. And then we're just gonna take it and we're gonna dab that pigment though. Hey. If that doesn't tell you how good these shadows are, I put that on my brush. A dry brush, not a wet one, not a finger, and look at that. Look at that pigment. Stunning. I'm gonna take a Morphe pencil brush, very tiny baby. I'm gonna go into Oh Hello. No, I'm not. Fuck that. I'm gonna go into Crazy again. I'm gonna dip out the excess, and then I'm just gonna go right over where I cut the crease there just to really define the look. This eye is almost finished. Now I'm gonna do the bottom. I'm gonna take my Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH40 brush. This is the under eye brush that I use. I'm gonna dip it into Perfectionist, which was the first color. And then I'm gonna start adding some color. So I'm gonna go in with Thick Skin and Homebody, like we mixed earlier. And I'm gonna focus that on the outer corner. And just to deepen it up a little bit more, I'm gonna take the same pencil brush that I use, which is the ColourPop E10. And I'm gonna take Crazy, and I'm gonna go in as close to my waterline as possible. And I'm just gonna blend that darker color out here on the outer corner. And voila. And go it a little outside of where we want that nice harsh line, because we still want it blended, but we want it straight. And you can also take some excess powder and then blend that in so it doesn't look too harsh. And boom. You have that nice snatched look. So what I'm gonna do, because I have one eye done, is I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, and then I'll come back, do the face with you guys, and then we're gonna add lashes, and yeah, and then that'll be it. Okay, I'm back, and the other eye is done. They look different. Yeah, they look a little different, but that's okay. It's okay. I tried my best. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's a really nice gradient. I was going for a more brown look, but we ended up cranberry. And I mentioned earlier that I was gonna do a nice like smoked out wing. That didn't happen. We just went with a really nice like kind of pointed look on the sides here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add some bronzer because I'm feeling super freaking white. And we're just gonna take the same foundation brush that I always use, go into the Butter Bronzer, and then a little bit of the NARS bronzer because we're extra. We're gonna dab both of them, and then we're gonna just do the circular motions on both sides. I'm 3 White Claws in, by the way. I'm actually gonna go grab a 4th. You can tell when I'm starting to get a little bit intoxicated because one eye starts to droop. Do you see that? Do you see that one eye that droops? It's always this eye. I don't even have to look. It's literally always this eye. Like, that eye gives me away. So other than that, I think that the eye look came out pretty nice. Like, it's could totally be blended way better. And this eye is like a little bit darker than this one. But I mean, like, at the end of the day, I think it's pretty okay. I mean, like, there's nothing that you can really do to fix it besides be sober. But that's not what we're going for here. I wish I could be as tan as like Kylie Jenner or something, but I can't be. So we're just gonna keep adding bronzer until I get to be tan. This is my 4th White Claw, by the way. Number 4. I feel like this is like a waste of White Claws. Okay, now for some blush. So we're gonna take the blush palette, the same one that I always use, the NARS one. And we're gonna take my favorite blush brush, which is by Bliss Cosmetics, again with the super duper pinky tone. outward. Yeah, bitch. Again. And we're gonna go circular and then outward. Oh my god, I'm so pink. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love how pink I am, but I did forget to contour my nose. And we're not about that here. We contour our nose. That's just who we are. Here we go. Got it. Dip it in. And we're gonna add it on the side. My boyfriend just texted me that he was at McDonald's. That's amazing. All right, my nose is snatched. We're fine. We're gonna add a little bit more blush to my nose because we love a red nose. We're like Rudolph over here. Amazing. Perfect. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add highlight. The last part of my face, and then we're gonna add lashes. And then this concludes the drunk tutorial. I hope this is all that you guys hoped it would be. Now we're gonna pop some lashes on. So these are gonna be the, I just dropped them. These are gonna be the Diana lashes by Sephora and House of Lashes. Oop. Oh, they're in upside down. Oh, baby, look at that glow. Hey, sis.